Hi beauty fam, welcome to MikiCarrBeauty. I'm MikiCarrBeauty, and on my channel I love to talk about luxury skincare and beauty and sometimes small luxury goods. And today we're gonna do finally an unboxing of a gift I ended up getting for myself this summer. We're gonna do a Chanel unboxing. It's my very first Chanel purchase. I'm gonna do an unboxing and then you'll see me for a little bit on the camera and then go right to the product. So if you're interested in seeing me unbox what Chanel product I ended up getting for my birthday, then keep watching. Remember to subscribe, comment, and like below. Helps me out on my channel. Let's get started with this unboxing. Okay, so beauty fam, I was in Toronto, Canada visiting family over this late summer. This is the second Chanel boutique that I've gone to. I am normally not a Chanel purchaser. There are plenty of other YouTube channels where that's all people do, is that they buy luxury purses and luxury goods. That's not really my channel. My channel is primarily beauty and then sometimes small luxury goods. The first time I ever went into a Chanel boutique was in Las Vegas, and actually there were two of them. The one was in the Bellagio, I want to say, and then I can't remember with the other one. It was like that mall where all the luxury goods are, and you'll probably all know it's called Crystal Mall or something. Anyway, I went to both of those boutiques, and the first one, I can't remember. I didn't have such a good experience. They were just, I can only imagine, they work in Las Vegas, and the sales associates are just dealing probably with drunk people all the time, or inebriated or whatever. And it's just kind of a different vibe, and they were very full. At that time, I think I was kind of looking for those Chanel 22 bags just to see what they looked like in person. And that was when they first came out, and a lot of people either love them because they're young and trendy, or other people hated them because they think they look like garbage bags. So I was just kind of curious, really wasn't in the market to buy anything Chanel at that point. I was really looking for, if anything, a small luxury good, a wallet, and I ended up at that time kind of looking at Chanel, and then I went to the second Chanel boutique, and the sales associate there was much nicer. She actually brought out the entire the tray of small luxury goods. And at that time, if I can find it, I will show you the one I was thinking about getting, and I'll put it up here if I can find it. It was one that was kind of like a light pink with the CC logo that had like little rhinestones and then painted pink on it. I really liked it because it looked a little bit both at the same time, it looked a little bit vintagey and also kind of fashion forward. So at that time, I was really not sure if I wanted to get that small luxury good. I ended up getting a Gucci Marmot wallet in a red, because red is like a lucky color in Asian culture, and I still use it. I definitely will do an update on it, but at that time, that was probably like 3 years ago. And so I ended up going to Toronto, and I was really curious to see what the shopping experience was going to be like compared to the luxury experience I had in Las Vegas. And it was completely different. And I actually bought another luxury good, so I'm going to do a different unboxing. And I ended up going to both the Chanel boutiques, Valentino, and Louis Vuitton. And this is a Chanel boxing video, so I'll tell you how my experience was with Chanel. I only ended up going to one boutique, and I'll tell you the location. I have to remember. I'll look it up and I'll put it below the boutique I went to. Overall, I would have to say that I really enjoyed the luxury shopping experience in Toronto. And the reason why, and it could have been because it was slow season, it was in the middle of summer, but every boutique I went into, I was greeted really warmly. I wasn't particularly dressed up. You know, I didn't look scrubby, but I didn't look fancy. And every boutique was really, really nice to me. They didn't feel like they were judging me. Everyone offered me help, but they weren't too following me, because I don't want that either. I'm kind of browsing. And everyone was like, just let me know if you want to look at anything. I actually went to DIOR as well. So I was looking for something to buy, and I was either looking for a wallet or a kind of wallet and chain, and I was also looking for something at Louis Vuitton. So I ended up going to DIOR, and I was going to buy this product, and I'll show you here what it is. It's still on my wish list. I think it's so beautiful. I think At this point in my life, I don't know if I'll ever be able to afford a Chanel bag. And let's be honest, like I don't know even if the Chanel quality of the products they've made for bags are what they used to be. But regardless, I still ended up getting something from Chanel. So I was gonna get this DIOR bag, and the sales associate at that time told me that the price was going to go up. So I was also banking on the fact that I was in Canada. I'm from the US. I was in Canada visiting, and the exchange rate was really, really good at that time. So I'll actually be getting kind of a discount, if you will, on the exchange rate. So I decided not to get this bag, even though it's very pretty. It's just not practical for me. It's one of those things of like when I'm even out and about, I'm a working parent. I work outside the home, but a lot of times it's not really that fancy here in the Northwest. People dress down incredibly. Like even when I wear makeup, people are like, "Where are you going?" So it wasn't practical for me, and I don't go out all that much to events, so it didn't make sense to me to get this purse. Do I still want it? Yes, I still want it, but I decided not to get it. I will say that my Chanel experience was really, really positive. The sales associate, it's a smaller boutique. I think they own the building, and they were so friendly. I really had a much more positive experience in the Toronto location than I did in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, they just seemed kind of like standoffish, aloof, not really wanting to help me. Whereas like 2 or 3 Chanel sales associates were like, "Let me know if you need anything." And so I told the person what I was looking for, and she brought up a lot of products for me to look at. And so I'll show you what I ended up getting. Here is the packaging. She wrapped it up really nice. The camellia, as a lot of you know, is ubiquitous with the Chanel with the ribbon. And I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Okay, cute bag. Okay, so here is what I ended up getting. So cute, beautifully packaged. Here is the receipt. And if any of you viewers here know about shopping, at least in Canada, and you live in the US, let me know about the VAT, if I can be eligible for that. I know in Europe they do that. I don't know. Wasn't even thinking about getting any sort of refund, but I did get it in Canada, and I paid Canadian prices, but the conversion rate was pretty good at that time. So the receipt is in here, and in here they have tips on 5 care tips by Chanel leather goods. Okay, so here is the packaging. We're gonna go ahead and open that up. Beautiful box. And as some of you know, with my channel, I get a lot of packaging from Chanel and whatnot, and I end up having a Christmas tree with the ribbons. So we're going to keep that camellia. This is the Chanel box. That is the container. Okay, that is information on what I bought. And here is what I ended up getting. This is such a me color. As some of you know, you might not like this color, but this is one of my favorite colors ever. I love fuchsia purple pinks. I was going in with the intention of that I was really going to get the classic black one, and I had seen it. Definitely the black classic card holder is probably the most popular one, and I was definitely, that was on the fence. It was definitely on the table. I was definitely thinking about getting the classic card holder in caviar or lambskin. And then she was educating me on the difference between caviar and lambskin. And I do have a lambskin purse from Marc Jacobs, and boy is she delicate and difficult to take care of. And she said caviar was going to be overall something that's more durable and easier to take care of than the lambskin. So I said, well, did you have any other colors? And then she brought more out, and I saw this, and it was a done deal. Like, I can imagine a lot of people don't like this color, but for me, this is such a me color. I love it. I thought, you know, once, if this is going to be my only chance of buying a Chanel product, you know, I might get a black purse at one day if I can afford to, but if we're doing wallets, why not have fun? And this is, when she brought this out, this is definitely a me color. And so I thought, why not get this color? So it's something that I've been kind of wanting for a good 3 or 4 years, and I finally found the color that worked for me. It's got this classic flap. It reminds me of the bag, right, that everyone wants, but it's like a mini version. Opens up to here. Love this. I am not a big wallet person. I just like something really simple, even just one or two pockets, and that's all I need. This one is definitely made in France, which I'm happy. I did check that to make sure. I am biased that way. I wanted to make sure that the product I bought was made in France. It does have that Chanel embossing up here. And yeah, that's what I ended up getting. I actually have 2 other wallets like this that are very simple. One was actually 2 of them. The first one was actually gifted to me, and it was a gift from Barney's, rest in peace Barney's, and it's a white leather card holder, and it's very, very simple. And then I loved it so much that I scoured online to find one that was red, and it's very, very simple. So I don't really like really big wallets, so I wanted something just like a flap and then an opening, and this is just perfect. I think this is so beautiful. It actually reminds me of the new holiday collection that came out. You can definitely tell like this is a me color. I love it. And I actually got this before I got this palette. For the people hemming and hawing, they really don't like this collection. I can understand why. This is definitely a very unique color, and you either like it or you don't. So I love this shade. It's like a fuchsia purple color. The quality looks really great. I inspected it before I bought it, and yeah, I'm just really happy with this purchase. You know, the classic card holder also comes in lambskin and a gold tone metal black, and the dimensions of this are 2.9 by 4.4 by 0.8 inches. And you can buy this online in black, but really I would say it's best to go into a Chanel boutique if you can, to get the experience of seeing them, touching them. It took me a while to figure out what small luxury good of Chanel I wanted, and actually I was going to get a different Chanel card holder, and I thought I was going to get black, and then she brought out some really fun colors, and that was the one I settled on. So I'm really happy with this purchase. I love that you can put things back here like receipts or cards. Put cards in here as well as in there. I think if you own this one, let me know what you think of it. Any tips you might have on keeping this in good condition. And so I brought in my other small wallets just so you could see a comparison. This is the one from Barney's, rest in peace, and it's definitely seen its better days, but like there's a pocket here, and it's a simple business card holder where you can shove your cards in there. This is the Gucci one I got 3 or 4 years ago, I want to say. I actually showed it to a sales associate, and he said it was actually in good condition. One thing I'll note is that the edges do get a little frayed here, so you can see there's wear on there. And he said, honestly, like they can repair it, but it's better that to come in when it's a little bit more beat up. So, and this is definitely a bigger wallet, and it has like a coin. It has a coin mechanism here where I've always put cash, and you can also put cash in here. Again, this was like a little bit too big of a wallet for me, but in terms of durability, it's been lasting really well. The GG is definitely wearing down, so I wish I had put something on there, but that's kind of hardware, it happens. And this is basically a basic Kate Spade one where I ended up not using too much. It's just too big and bulky, but I keep my other cards and business cards on here. It's Saffiano leather, definitely not like high-end luxury, but Kate Spade is a workhorse brand. So let me just show you these in terms of lining them up. And then there's the Chanel on top. In terms of thickness, it's definitely somewhere between, oh yeah, it's definitely thinner than the Kate Spade, thank God, but not as thin as my Barney's one. And I would say it's probably as big as, yeah, in terms of size, it's definitely smaller than the
the Gucci Marmot just by a smidge, but it's definitely probably the same size of this Kate Spade one. And then in terms of my Barney's one, which is too, it's so full, it's like it's too small. It's definitely thicker than my Barney's one. I love this because it was a gift from my boss when I left one of my jobs, and she got this as a gift. I know, right? Like a really fantastic gift. She was like the queen of gift giving, but I just want to retire it because I love it so much, but it's starting to wear, and that gift is close to like, this is probably over, I want to say close to 17 years old. So it's going well. Like when leather is really good quality, it lasts. So hoping this will last forever. It definitely, I know it's luxury, you know, small luxury goods. And people say that what I've heard is that the Chanel products are not as good as what they used to be. But, you know, for my first Chanel purchase, I wanted it to be a new product, not something used. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think if some point I want to get a used purse, I would go on or if I want to get a Chanel purse, I would definitely go online and not buy a new one. But I don't feel like a desire to get a Chanel purse, but I wanted definitely a wallet because look how cute this is. Love the color. And yeah, thanks for joining me, Beauty Fam, in my unboxing of one of my birthday presents this year. And then I have one other unboxing coming up soon. All right, remember to subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks, Beauty Fam. Take good care. Bye.